So it's been a little while since we've had the truck attached to the caravan. So no new van in our foreseeable future. So what we have to do is make this van a little bit more livable.
I was told once, if you have to grind your welds, you're not a welder, you're a grinder.
Alright, I think I'm all geared up. Just get my goggles on. My earmuffs, and looking good.
I kind of stuffed up.
So it's been a little while since we've had the truck attached to the caravan. So we're all hooked up, we're packing up the van, awning's all tucked away and everything, and we're about to move. But not where you're thinking. So we're not leaving the property, we're not going anywhere. Where are we going, babe?
Just over there. Going to the shed.
Yeah, we're gonna go put it under the carport.
One of the reasons why we built the shed. So we could put the caravan under it so we can do some work to it.
Yep. So we're just hitching up, we're gonna move over, park it underneath the carport, and yeah, then we're gonna start some renos.
Some much needed renos.
Yeah, yep.
The Bush needs some TLC.
Does, the old girl. She's 21 years old. Wow, so yeah, she needs some loving. So we're about to move her under the carport. So we're even gonna test out the new gate that Grant, Tyson and Dad put in. Alright, so there's a couple of bits of machinery in the way. So Grant's just gonna start reversing and try to thread the needle through to get into the carport.
Good clearance, eh? Yeah, that's awesome.
You patting yourself on the back?
Yeah.
You happy?
Yeah, that's alright, eh? Because, yeah. Like, heaps of clearance to walk around the whole van undercover. So if it does bucket down, then I'm going to stay dry. It's awesome.
Yep. Oh, we're doing anything?
Hopefully with all the drainage and the trench going around it, that it stays dry in here too, so I can keep working underneath it and whatnot. Plus, you got this space here that I can just, I'm going to put some trestle tables here, have all my bits and pieces laid out. Yeah, awesome. I like that. That's cool. There's a ton of room. There's so much room. Good morning, we're here, we're set up, sort of set up. We're trying to be set up. It's a bit of organised chaos. So yesterday we went out and we got as much of the stuff that we need for all the works as possible. Now the works, we're doing works because...
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So we just did a little trip up to Queensland and we've come back to Dad's, and if you met us along that trip we might have said to you that we were planning to get a new caravan. That's been delayed. It's not happening anytime soon.
Back a bit, yeah.
Some things have happened and lots of things have changed. So no new van in our foreseeable future. So what we have to do is make this van a little bit more livable.
So the reasons for the new van were our current van, the Bush, has got some water damage inside. There was also a lot of wants as well. So we wanted things like, you know, airbag suspension, just You know, I wanted that. I want that so bad. I can't tell you how badly I want that.
We're not doing that to the Bushtracker.
We're not doing that to the Bushtracker, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It just outweighs
things that we wanted to make it a bit more comfortable. So like when we're on the gib, there's not one dump point on the whole gib. So having a cassette toilet was really difficult through that. And then we do like to go off-road, and we are planning to stay in places a little bit longer when we leave again. So we wanted to make that a little bit more accessible.
Dump points are a real pain as well. But having said that, I don't know how we're going to make friends now.
I know, that's where we meet everybody, at the dump point. But we still need to get water, so you'll still be able to come and say hi then when we're out of the water. So we're going to get a composting toilet put in. We're going to put it in, not someone else putting it in.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
So that'll be fun. So that'll be a video of the pulling out of the old composting toilet and putting in a new one. What else are we doing?
What else are we doing?
Oh yeah, Grant's made a list. So he's made the list one.
She's rubbed off on me.
And
She's rubbed off on me and I've actually done a list. I haven't done a spreadsheet though.
No, you've done a list, you've done a good job, and you've done it because I can't spell.
Have a crack at that. There's a few things to do. So I've sort of broke it down into sort of sections. So I'm doing the ground up. So we're going to revamp the drawbar and undercarriage. So the first things that need to happen is I need to re-weld the chines, which is there.
Yeah.
I need to, they've broken on both sides. They're just that support bar that goes under the A-frame. It just makes it a little bit more sort of reinforced, which I don't know, it's way overkill for these things. They're ridiculously strong. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and then we're going to treat the little spots of rust around the hitch on the A-frame where the chains sort of go on. We're going to paint all that and reset it up so it's nice and fresh. And then we're going to service the, can't actually read all of that.
Yeah.
So
through the top. Service the jockey wheel.
Service the jockey wheel.
We've got the legs, so all our stabilising legs need to be serviced.
I feel like the blackboard from Mr. Squiggle.
Exactly.
Hurry up.
Bitumise underneath, because we've got a plywood floor. So Grant hasn't done that for 2 years, so we need to get that done again. Replace the hot water cover. So we had a car and a little Patreon camper smash into the side of the caravan when we're up in Broome. So
hit and run. Cheer, mate.
Yeah, they didn't stop, they just kept going. Anyway, the rear window. So we replaced the little wind out pieces on that. Oh, I don't know, last year sometime, and we didn't do an amazing job, and we haven't been able to open the window since. So we need to redo that.
Mm-hmm. We did it in like 45-degree heat with flies, and we're just so over it.
We were at Cobalt Gorge or something. Yeah, it was hot. Service the diesel heater because that stopped working in our last little trip away. One of our Sirocco fans, you turn it on and it makes a horrendous noise. So
and if you're living in a caravan, you run these things all day. So all day long, you hear this clicking. Yeah.
So we're going to replace that. We've got installed cowfish, but I don't know if it's going to be a cowfish or not, but it's just a 12-volt converter for the Starlink.
Starlink, yeah.
Battery. So we have 400 amp hours of battery in the caravan. We're going to up to 600 just to give us a little bit more battery power, because I am going to start working from the caravan again, so I do need a little bit more power to run the laptop all day. We're going to remove the old toilet. We need to waterproof and paint where everything was, and then install the new OGO. Reseal the roof. So we have had some leaking through the seals, so we need to reseal the roof, and I think the windows as well.
Yep.
And then we want to get an external solar panel input, so we need to plug that in, and the chine bars. And then we've got deep clean because the van's disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting.
We do a deep clean like every couple of months, but it doesn't take long for it to get gross again.
No.
And then we're going to take everything out and repack it all again and see what we've got and make sure that we have what we need and we're not taking extra stuff.
Well, on that, because we're travelling differently,
yeah,
we're going to be working. We're going to be working as well.
Yes.
So there are certain things that we need and don't need.
Yeah.
Versus the way we were travelling last year, which was basically quickly. It was quickly. We were from here straight up the east coast and then right across to Ningaloo. Virtually, it was just non-stop travelling, and we don't travel that quick. So that's what we're going to be looking at doing. That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. There's still some things I need to order. We've got a lot of the bits and pieces. I've got on and ordered fans and bits and pieces, and there's some other things we still need to order which are coming over the next week, and then once we get them we can then start installing it. But this will probably be a couple of videos, I think, to get all that work done. And then we'll be back on the road again, and yeah, hopefully that'll be on the road again for a while, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and we'll be sort of figuring it out as we go along too, because we don't know how we're going to be traveling necessarily, where, for how long, before we have to stop and work. So Bianca's going to be working remote, so it means that we're only going to be moving a couple of days a week, which is fine. Like there's heaps of people that do that. Just Vanning it do it, and they do it really well. Exactly. So if it works for them, I reckon it'll probably work for us. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then I'm going to keep my eyes open all the time for work. If I can pull up work on a station or a farm somewhere and do something, whatever. Truck driving or anything like that. If you know anything and we're coming through your area, just let us know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty easy going, and I can do most things. If I can't, just show me and I'll do it.
Yeah,
so, but anyway,
if you need help and you want
fussy.
Grant to come help you out, let us know as well. A paid position, obviously.
Yeah. This time it has to be free. Yeah, it can't be free. Not this time around. Anyway, we should probably get into it. And probably enough talking for right now. And what's your first job? First job is I've got to repair the chines before I can do anything else. Alright. Cool. Right, so the first job is the chines, which is this bar here. As you can see, it's got a break. So I need to cut an angle there, cut a notch in there, and then fill it with weld. And it's also the same on the other side. It's just in a slightly different spot. So first things first, I need to disconnect the battery and get the welder set up. So it should be interesting. I'm not very good at welding. But I'll do a better job than the last bloke that tried to do it, who I paid to do, and it broke from cost to grafting. So just do things yourself. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the stick welder to work as well as it probably should have. Paul came to the rescue with his MIG welder, showed me how to use it, and we ended up with a pretty good result. I was told once, if you have to grind your welds, you're not a welder, you're a grinder. I'm definitely not a welder, so I'm just going to give the welder a little bit of a smooth over. It's really awkward. I think for the first go of a MIG welder, it's not horrible, but time will tell, I guess. Okay, so I've welded up. I don't know. I have welded up the chine bars. Like I said, if you got to grind the weld, you're not a welder, you're a grinder. So I'm definitely a grinder. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I've moved on from that. I'm just starting to take this off, the hitch. I'm just gonna give it some love, grease, make sure it's greased. Maybe give it a coat of paint, make sure it looks nice, I guess. Get rid of any sort of red dust and dirt and crap that's all over the shop. Make sure it's all pretty and functional and safe. And then strip down everything I can from the drawbar, including the jockey wheel or the trailer mate that I've got. I'm just going to rust treat the rust. Everything rusty that you can see on the drawbar, I'm just going to strip, treat, and then paint. So just at that stage of stripping down. So that's after I've done it. That's before I've done it. So that's not too bad. That's before. That's after. So as you can see, shows results pretty quick. So I'll persevere with this and see how we go, and yeah, treat it with some rust treatment and give it a coat of paint.
What's happening?
I was going to prep this paint, but I was talking to Paul. I was sort of thinking maybe not, because the paint was only going to serve like a cosmetic purpose, like it was not going to really protect the bar. The only thing I'm sort of a little worried about using the wire wheel is any sort of galvanization might be taken off it. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I sound like a complete idiot, I'm sure. But I'm just worried about taking too much off. I'm just trying to take the surface corrosion and stuff off it, which is working fine. But I'm worried about taking it back to sort of bare metal. Well, it sort of is, but I can see a difference here. I don't know if this here is oxidization and this is bare, well that's obviously bare metal, or if that's the galvanizing.
Is that piece galvanized? That's been added on it.
So this has been added on, so, yeah. So this here is galvanized.
Not a battery.
Not a battery. So that's made a difference. I don't know, I don't mind the look of that. It doesn't look too bad. I might just go over it and just take the surface stuff off. That came up alright. It'll definitely zhuzh it up a smidge, but like I don't think I'm gonna paint it now. What I will paint is this. I'm gonna take all that off, all this off in here, and any other brackets I can see, and then wire wheel them back, and then I'm gonna spray them, and I'll just try and tidy this up a little bit. Like I can do the outside, that's fine, that's easy. Tricky part is the inside of the A-frame and then the chine bars. So this may take longer than I thought. I mean, to do it half decent anyway. I don't want to do a shit job. And maybe even the toolbox there too. That looks like it's seen some miles, which it has.
So just remember, this is a 2003 model Bushtracker. So it's, what, 21 years old. It will never look amazing, I don't think. But we'll get it to...
Oh, we'll try.
We'll try, and we'll get it to what we can get it to. Alright, I think I'm all geared up. Just get my goggles on. My earmuffs and looking good. And let's get to work. Alright, so the drawbar, we've mostly done that now. There's obviously a couple of more things to do, and Grant has just started to do up the toolbox, which is looking good.
Eh? Do you think?
Yeah.
So I don't know, I didn't know much about this sort of stuff, but after about 4 years I sort of thought, I've given this a polish like twice. I've given the checker plate on the sides of the van a polish, and it just doesn't, I can't get that shine. Turns out all you need is a wire brush. And then probably a polish, because it feels a little bit rough just from the abrasion of the wire brush. But look at the shine on it. Like, it's before, after. All that. And that was red. That was almost red. Darker than it is here, for sure, as you can probably see on that side.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I don't think we're going to paint. I think we're going to just scrub, I think.
Yeah, so I reckon this has come up alright.
Yeah, you've done a good job.
What it was. And then what have you just been doing over there?
I just gave it a little bit of black paint on the back of the cylinder of the DO45. It had faded heaps, and I just thought,
touch it up.
may as well.
May as well. Alright, so what's your next job from here?
I'm going to paint this, the handbrake mechanism. So that'll be, I'll have to disconnect that, so that'll be two different colours, black and then silver. And then it's a matter of letting things dry, and then the first job tomorrow morning will be putting everything back together. Looks good, eh? It's almost like I bought one.
It does.
A badly painted bought one, but I bought one.
Nice and refreshed now.
Yeah, just, I don't know, be nicer to look at. I might give this another wheel, a wire wheel, a bit there as well. But what a difference that makes. I'm not sure if that's like the way to refresh gal drawbars up. It proofs in the pudding, it seems to have worked and come up pretty good. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't sort of have any other effect like cause oxidization or something like that. I don't know much, so I'm just seeing how we go. Yeah, I'll put the handbrake back on shortly. I need to run into town, so. It's nice not looking at rust for a change.
Yeah, it's looking better. It's like how long the paint lasts is the question.
Yeah.
We'll just have to avoid the dirt roads.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's so much better too.
Oh yeah, it was great.
bit better.
Yeah, it's a lot better than what it was. It's never going to be great.
Yeah.
It's copped a heck of a beating. So.
It's just that size of it.
Well, yeah, because I tried something that probably shouldn't have done, but it does look lighter. But hot tip, do this before you clean your drawbar.
Do I have to clean it again?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Yep.
Oh, it's all learning, isn't it?
Sure is. I do nothing but learn.
Yep.
So it's got like watermark on it. It's like a chemical staining, so just harsh chemicals and acids and stuff have splashed on it. I don't know, from roadworks, from cleaning products, whatever. So that's what just, I don't know how you really get rid of that, to be honest with you, but I mean, if I sit there and polish it for long enough and hard enough, it'll probably come off, but who's got time for that? Not me. Anyway, so the aim is to make it look better. The aim is not to make it look brand new. So it's almost mission accomplished, I think. So do this bit. Yeah, it's pretty much this bit, and then tidy up.
All right.
So we're pretty much done for the first bit, which is the drawbar. So it looks alright, eh?
Yeah, I think it's come up pretty good. Not perfect, but it is a 21-year-old van.
We set out to paint everything, and then we got talking and sort of just decided that it was not really the way to go. And I just used a wire wheel or a wire brush on a angle grinder and drill, and just got rid of all the, I don't know, the oxidization and the rust and the, actually there was less rust and more red dust, wasn't
Mostly
it?
red dirt.
Red dust.
There was just some rust on,
staining.
yeah, on like the bits that were added to the drawbar. That's what it's called.
So the drawbar looks great. I repainted the hitch and the handbrake lever and the tensioner for the handbrake lever as well. The jockey wheel mount, I took all that off, cleaned it up and then just painted it.
Yep.
Then I gave the toolbox a bit of a polish. The toolbox itself, I kind of stuffed up. I gave it a quick go on one side that was really badly stained with the wire wheel, and it just became just far too abrasive and looked, I don't know, a bit cut up. If you've ever used one of those cleaners, it sort of takes the aluminium back to white. That's what the wire wheel did to this, and you can see it, like it's, I can't hide it, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's never going to look pretty. It's taken a couple of knocks. It's copped a hiding behind the vehicles. So, but it looks better. The aim wasn't to restore it. The aim was to make it look better. Yeah, so it's looking better. And we will have the little stone guard in front of it, so you probably won't notice anyway. And then what else? There's one other thing that you've done. That's the old hot water service cover. Seen better days.
Yeah.
She's wrecked. So, thanks to the peanut that clipped us on the road up in WA. Cheers for that. But we found a new one.
Well, new to us.
Well, new to us. It's second hand. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be functional. Yeah. And I put it on already. I haven't given it a wipe down yet, but
Yeah.
Didn't cost us anything. So,
Awesome.
yeah, sweet.
Where's your list?
Now my list, I've already ticked it off because I had to feel like I was achieving stuff, which I was obviously, but like I just wanted to have that mental gratification. All right, so this is the list. As you can see, re-weld the chine bars, treat the rust on the drawbar, which I have, painted it, well, not really, but I cleaned it up anyway, service jockey wheel, and replace hot water cover. So I'm going to say it's a good feeling to get that done. It's a good start, but I'm going to dive right into this one right here. Bitumize the undercarriage. It's a shit job. It's really, it sucks.
That's next week.
That's next week's. So yeah, tune in next week and I'll show you how crap it actually is. So I'm going to jump into that and just tune in to see just me covered in crap. It's going to be great fun. So anyway, that's pretty much going to be that and the stabilizing legs for that episode. If I can cram anything else in, I will. That'll be pretty much the end of the undercarriage. It'll be going up to the roof to do all the seals. After that,
yeah.
Then after that, it's all inside.
Okay, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this new series, and there's more videos to come. If you're
a lot more.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
So like and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be reminded when we do upload, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Thanks guys. See you then.